I would argue it's already here. The lawlessness is already at work. Here's the bottom line, and I'm almost done. Who and what we believe will determine where we spend eternity. And every single one of us will either spend eternity in heaven or eternity in hell. There's no in between. But there is still time. It's not too late. This is why we do these weekly prophecy updates and have for the last 14 years. It's also why we end with the good news of salvation, the gospel of Jesus Christ, and a childlike, simple explanation of salvation. What is the gospel? The gospel, very simply, is that Jesus Christ came the first time. He was crucified. He was buried. He rose again on the third day, defeating death. And he's coming back again one day. That's the good news. That's what the word gospel means. At the beginning, I mentioned that I want to explain why it is that Christians have nothing to fear concerning what's coming, and it is coming. And I also mentioned that I would explain how it is to be saved from what's coming. And that's where the ABCs of salvation come in. I mean in no way to insult anyone's intelligence. It's just a childlike, simple explanation of how to be saved from what's coming. Jesus said you must become like a little child to enter the kingdom of heaven. Childlike, not childish. Childlike in the sense that you have this childlike trust. You know, as children are so trusting, which is why you have to warn them not to be trusting of strangers, stranger danger. It's a childlike trust. You know, there's so many people that are so intellectual. And it's not something that you intellectualize. No, it's a very simple matter of the heart. The heart of a child. A heart with a childlike trust in Jesus Christ. The A is for admit or acknowledge that you've sinned and that you need the Savior. This is, you would think this would be a firm grasp of the obvious, but it's not. The average person you ask, hey, do you think you're going to go to heaven? Their response will probably be along the lines of, yeah, I'm a good person. That's not what gets you into heaven. You might be a good person, but you'll never be good enough. Romans 3:10 says there is no one righteous, not even one. And Romans 3:23 tells us why.